Hello everyone, my name is Eric. You're welcome to another episode. In this episode, I'm going to discuss with you how to grow the best tomato seedling for bountiful harvest. So, if you are looking to grow best tomato seedling, this episode is for you. First of all, you need to clean your trays. For us, we have been growing for last season, so we are cleaning it. So if you buy the new one, so wash and rinse. Remember to use running water. Once you finish washing, you dry them in the place where they can get the circling air. So this is how you can start by cleaning and preparing your tools. Our tools here, we need to have tray and we need to have this knapsack. So once your tray are ready, the next step is to use this peat moss substrate. This is artificial soil. This soil is the soil that we are going to use to plant our seeds. There is many way we can get this, and there is different brand. For our case, we use this peat moss. Once you take out, you see there is big, so that you need to crush it and rub it so that we can get homogeneous mixture. So the purpose is to get fine material that we can be easily to handle. So make sure you make like rabbits. So any machine you have, you can crush it, and this is the right way that you can do. So I'm going to take you slow by slow so that you can understand. So you can see this. It takes some time. You need to be patient because we need also to be smooth, like when you touch, you can eat. There is no this hard pan. So this is how we're supposed to start our production. I know some of people will always ask me, what if we cannot afford to buy this substrate? What is the next step? Okay, I'll tell you in a few minutes to come. So the next things, once you mix, you need to mix with water. The purpose of mixing with water is to create this soil to wet a little bit. So you can use this knapsack, or you can use this watering can, or you can use spray bottle. For us, we use this one knapsack to make sure that soil are mixed a little bit wet. And this is water weights. This, if you cannot afford, you can dry water weight from the sea or from the rake or from the river. So these are water weights, and then you can mix them with this fine sands. And these sands are taken from the river. So you sieve it so you can get fine one, and then you can mix with water weight, and then you can get this substrate or this artificial soil. The purpose is to have free soil from disease. So this is the reason that we are using this substrate, which is not contaminated with soil-borne disease. So once you mix, you can continue with the same process. So make sure your soil is wet, not too much wet, and also so easily that when we fill to the tray, they cannot get out. So if we put like a dust, if we fill to the tray, this soil will go out. So the purpose of putting water is to make them like stick, like hold the tray. So once they are wet like this, So you fill to the tray. Make sure you are not like pushing hard, just rubbing like this, rubbing until all this tray filled with the soil. So you continue like this, and you need to be very patient doing this. Just taking slow. Do not press it very hard. Just rub it and it will be filled, and it will stick to the tray until you see like there is all cells are filled with your substrate. So make sure you're not fully filling to the top that you cannot see those edge of the tray, because if you fill to the top you cannot see the edge of tray, you will have these aerial roots that will grow on top of your tray, so it will be difficult for you to remove once your seedling are ready. So we do like this. So we fill our tray and then we pile. Once we finish piling, and then we'll continue with other process. So for now is make sure just rubbing like this until the top, and once they are full, the next thing is just until you can hold like this. You see, it's not too much full, and also they are not going out, because that's why we water. So water help this soil to stick inside this tray. So once you can hold your tray with substrate like this, this is like this tray is ready. So if you not fill with water, all soil will go out. So then you can continue piling like this, and then once you finish, and you will go to the next process. The next process will be seeding. So we take the seed, we put each cell one seed, and because we are sure that our seed are good, like they have high germination and they are doing well in market, which means our seed are acceptable in market. So before even just deciding to plant, make sure you start in the market. So once you feel you press the seed like this, so you can press not too deep. If you press too deep, it will not come out. Just little like this. Put like a small stick, just press a little bit, just like this. Not too deep. If you press too deep, it will not come out. So just like that. And then you need to be patient. If there is 2 seed, you remove just 1 seed, because the germination percent is good. So I'm just repeating the process quick. Just put the soil, just rub it. Once your tray is full, the next thing is to put your seed. Remember to choose the best variety. For our case, we use this Imara F1. They have good germination percent. They are tomato. They have good quality and a good shape, and they stay long without losing its quality. Like post-harvest handling, it's easy. So just as usual, I just giving quick, just 1 seed. I'm just repeating quick if you missed anything. So 1 seed, and then you can place it a little bit like this, but remember not to put your seed too deep. If you put your seed too deep, it will not germinate, or if it will germinate, you'll see some gaps. But because we buy these seeds expensive, so because we are growing in a profitable way, we need it to give the results. Because every seed you can convert to some reasonable amount of money, so we need to take care. And then you cover with thin layer of soil on the top. Make sure you are not covering full, because if you're covering full, it will be difficult to remove. So once you finish sowing, the next step is pouring water. Make sure you are watering enough, and you are using this knapsack with high pressure, because if you put some water, it will run or take out the soil and the seeds out, and you will lose your seed. That's why we advise people to use this knapsack or bottle sprayer. That is, will not splash the soil away. So this is the logic, and we are putting until it gets wet. Once it's wet, we are going now in the greenhouse. This is our greenhouse. This is where we are growing. So you can see there is some tray, you can see supporting material that we have, and it's easy. And you're seeing our magic house, the small one, the black one. This is, we call it germination chamber. This is the place where we grow our seedling. So once you put water, we will put our tray inside here for 5 to 6 days depending the temperature. The condition for the seed to grow, it needs darkness. So we create darkness, but in a good way. Like you can see, there is some stakes we are putting, so we can arrange our tray inside. I know some people will say, what if we cannot afford to make material like this? You can use this black plastic sheet, and then you can pile your tray, and then you can cover. So the idea is to create dark condition so that the seed can germinate. So once you watered enough, because it will not be watered for 5 to 6 days until it germinates. Once it germinates, you must remove it quickly. If you dry, the seedling they will bend to follow some light, to find where there's light, and they will be weak. So once they will germinate, like a couple of seeds, that is the time you will need to take out, because you see we are piling it. So if you cannot afford to make this pallet, like we are making this germination chamber, so you can have your black plastic sheet, and then you can cover it and waiting for this day. After 6 days, you can come, and then you're taking your tray out. They already germinate. So once they germinate, so we arrange our seedling like this. You pile it, you arrange it on this staking material that we prepared for our nursery. Because it stayed there for very long, you need to water, because it didn't get water for 6 days. So you can see some seeds are coming out. These remain, they will come out. After a couple of days, you will see the magic. So if we couldn't use the germination chamber, the germination percent will be low. So you'll find in one tray of 200 cells, you'll find maybe 150 of seedling coming out. But because of that germination chamber, you can see germination percent is almost 100%. So this is how we just prepare, from putting your soil, putting inside germination chamber. After 2 days to 3 days, because of sun, you'll see the green leaves come out. So once the green leaves are out, which means they are ready to start making their own food. Once they start making their own food, you need to apply your starter solution, some fertilizer. So not like complex fertilizer, because you see the space is small cells. So you put just a low amount of this fertilizer that you can apply. So there is many starter solution you can find in a shop. So if you cannot find, you can make a starter solution of your own. While in the garden, the plants are small, because the nutrient requirements are small when plants are small. And then after a couple of 21 days, you can see your plant like this, and they're ready to be transferred. I hope you got the value in this episode. Thank you for watching. See you in another episode. Bye.